1918, marking the first major foray of American foreign policy and European affairs, President Woodrow Wilson signed the 14 Points, which became the foundation for the Treaty of Versailles and thereby for peace and order in Europe after the ravages of World War I. Point 13 singled out Poland to be restored to independent statehood after nearly 150 years of eradication from the maps of the world. By then, Polonii Sports Club had already been in existence for 7 years, established in Warsaw in 1911 under the Russian occupation as a presage of forthcoming independence. Once free, the city of Warsaw blossomed fast as the eastern hub of Europe's social, political, and cultural life. And so did the club, winning soccer vice championships of Poland in 1921 and 1926. World War II brought on the total destruction of the physical structure of Warsaw. Amid the ruins, the club won its first post-war soccer championship of Poland in 1946. Due to its historic legacy, the club battled communist suppression until the regime finally collapsed in Poland in 1989. Now the club celebrates an opportunity to mark its history and spur future achievement with the new state-of-the-art facility at its original historic location in Warsaw. This extraordinary braid of destruction and rebirth of the city and its oldest sports club inspired the design of the new sports and entertainment complex for KS Polonii. The site is located in the heart of Warsaw on the bluffs and slopes of the Vistula River, where the city was first founded in early 1300s. The model shows the site with its urban adjacencies in proximity to the riverfront. This rather constrained 5-hectare site has to accept 4 major elements of the program for the proposed new facility. The 30,000-seat elite-class stadium convertible into a fully enclosed arena. 5,000-seat basketball arena as a separate venue. A hotel spa facility, and a retail component serving both the guests within as well as the general public. The location on the slopes of the west bank of the river is saturated with history and closely intertwined with modern-day urban substance. The medieval retaining walls punctuate the sloping terrain and mark the highlights of history. The one common thread in the passage of time is the continuity of life as nature grows into the built environment and blossoms towards light and open air. The site is flanked by modern-day Warsaw to the west, the Citadel and Park to the north and east, sloping towards the river, and the Old Town to the south. Public transportation in the immediate proximity to the site includes railroad lines, bus and streetcar lines, metro line, and city streets. The south elevation is the actual street front of the complex. Its exposure to natural light provides the most spectacular lighting effects throughout the day. Twilight inverts the lighting scene, and after dark, the light pours out from within through the openings between the solid blocks of the wall. The solids are clad in triangular steel panels, randomly deflected from the vertical plane in order to evoke the feel of a stone retaining wall, broken up over time by natural growth, which blossoms up on top. From afar, the flower-shaped stadium roof provides a strong landmark feature which turns into a mesmerizing light form dominating the skyline by night. A model shows the massing volume of the complex as encased in a single horizontal form, providing a smooth segue from the verticals of the modern high-rises to where the city dissipates into smaller volumes sloping down towards the river. The long section reveals the contents of the building. 3 levels of subterranean parking structure showing the blue zone reserved for buses and coaches, below grade spa, above grade the stadium, the long-side stands, office and VIP areas, 3 levels of retail and additional 3 levels of hotel space. The transverse section shows all parking levels below the stadium, large underground access connecting opposite stands, and the length of the playing field looking across towards the main stand with VIP and mass media areas. Floor plans show the layout of every level in greater detail. Beginning from the lowest level of the parking structure, the facility provides approximately 40,000 square meters of parking space per level, including circulation. The bottom level is entirely dedicated to public parking. The intermediate level is split between public parking and bus parking, which takes up space on two levels due to much higher vertical clearance. It also contains space for spa technology directly under the hotel. The top parking level is dedicated to VIP and guest parking, with void over bus and coach areas. A portion of that space is occupied by the spa, vertically connected with the hotel above. This level also shows a 10-lane vehicular entrance and exit, where direction of traffic may be controlled depending on traffic intensity. Ground level bears the footprint of all major elements of the complex. The stadium, the existing club building, is expanded to accommodate new functions, the inner street for pedestrian circulation and drop-off, retail and hotel reception areas, and the atrium between the hotel and the basketball arena. The club's training field is left unaffected in its original location. The second level is the main circulation concourse around the stadium, where safe and easy ingress and egress is provided for all stands through 24 large exits all around the stadium perimeter. Hotel functions begin on the third level, revealing the definition of the street space within, the atrium, and the remaining elements of the complex as they grow towards the top. The fourth level shows the location of VIP exclusive areas and circulation restricted to general public, and the way they connect the stadium, the hotel, and the basketball arena above the street and above the atrium. The VIP and guest areas continue on the level above, where skywalks offer picturesque sight lines throughout the entire complex. The last level contains the top residential floor of the hotel, while the rest of it is taken up by technical and mechanical space on an 8x8 meter structural grid. The roof is crowned by the stadium enclosure and shows a large membrane skylight over the internal street. The solar path simulation for the summer solstice animates the sunshade during the longest day in a year, where the playing field is entirely shaded at 5 p.m. and all the stands are shaded at 5:30 p.m. A quick sketch tour of the complex allows us to appreciate the qualities of the space within. The inner street features the old clubhouse as the main artifact of the past, accentuating the original axial layout of this sports facility from 1928. Looking across the street from the colonnade, the 5-story glazed atrium comes into view with its original fountain and reflective pool on the historic axis. 2 gigantic fiber optic screens are dropped from the ceiling, with large circles cut out to accept pedestrian bridges overhead. The basketball arena, accessible from the atrium, is loaded on 2 long sides of the court, providing seating for 5,000 spectators and allowing daylight and sight lines beyond the hoop boards, looking towards the internal street on one end and the city street on the other. The upper-level circulation provides access through the atrium to the stadium and the hotel via pedestrian bridges. Between the fiber optic screens, the club logo dominates the scene in a secluded space above the busy commercial ground level. Both ceremonial and team entrance to the stadium is right on the old clubhouse axis across the street. The stadium yawns wide open with 30,000 seats in 2 tiers all around the perimeter of the field under a flower-like retractable canopy of leaves designed to open and close in a circular motion. The West Stand is crowned with a glazed array of VIP booths on 2 of the upper levels. Games and events can be observed from there very much the same as they would be viewed by television cameras. The stadium offers unobstructed sightlines from every seat in the stands at the lowest possible elevation for this level of occupancy. The quality of the surrounding space is aimed at emphasizing that the only natural limit in the spectacle of human achievement and performance is indeed the sky itself.